either of his parents or grandparents is or was a citizen of Ghana. So if indeed you fall within this category, that makes you a Ghanaian. And if say a Ghanaian, even as an you there, a Ghanaian, even a Yaman or there, and a Ocha there, a Ghanaian, now to you how we can build you emotionally to make you more intelligent. So we have to go back and see what our forefathers did to make us what we are today. We have 6 ethnic groups in Ghana and over 100 tribes. First one are Akans, then Ewes, the Gandangmis, the Mole Dabanis, the Guans, and then the Gamas. All these are people who are Ghanaian. So what makes them Ghanaian? Because they are from different tribes. Our ability to appreciate each other as from one country is what makes us Ghanaians. Because if you are all north, if you are all south, if you are all Takrady, if you are all Cape Coast, you are Ghana, is here Ghana for. But then Kasafar. Since I'm making a fancy, I'm sure many of you may not even understand what I'm saying because we may not be fancies. But at the end of the day, we are all Ghanaians because of our ability to appreciate each other's culture or tribe. How do we fit in? We fit in because we have to build ourselves emotionally intelligent, as Senior was talking about. If you are not intelligent enough to guide how we manage our emotions, we may not be able to understand and appreciate one another. And I feel sad when I see Ghanaians fighting each other, but we have pen pals on Facebook, we have people that we appreciate, who we cannot even see or even sit to talk to. How intelligent are we growing ourselves? We need to look at that. What are the duties of a citizen? I want to use this and then come over to talk about 5 things I want to speak about with this particular topic. A duty of a citizen. There are 4. So you can write it down if you so wish. 1, respect and obey laws. Respect and obey laws. 2, respect the rights, beliefs, and opinions of others. Respect the rights, beliefs, and opinions of others. 3, participate in your local community. Participate in your local community. And then the last one is pay taxes honestly and on time. That's when you start working. Even though you are buying stuff, you are paying taxes, and that is equally good. Now, these are the duties of a citizen. Now, I want to juxtapose these rules into what we can do to be able to find the Ghanaians in ourselves and how we can emotionally build ourselves. The first one is patriotism. And that's the first one that we must all appreciate. Whenever I visit the US, many homes I visit, they have their national flag in front of their individual houses. It doesn't have to be an occasion where they will raise a flag. They have the flags in front of their houses. That's how much they show their pride. That's how much they show their nationalism. How many places do we see Ghana flags? Even in front of hotels, they are torn. You see that the flags are torn. We don't even appreciate our own flags. We need to appreciate our nationalism. We need to appreciate the symbolism that indeed we appreciate the Ghana flag and we hold that in high esteem. If you are not able to hold on to our own identity, who else will do that for us? It is important that we think about it in that area. That is why I wanted us to sing all those national in a better way. Very good nutrients. I don't like that. I want water and tea. And water and tea is going to cost me 65 cedis. We should find out how our foods are giving us the energy that we deserve. Now remember, the whole person talking about something in that context. We need to look at that. Language. Let's look at even the names. I'm called Kwamena Minta Nyarku. Anyone that hears Kwamena identifies that Kwamena is a male fancy born on the Saturday. You don't have to argue. That's my name. I'm not saying any other names that you have is bad or wrong, But if I should mention Francis, we will have so many Francis here. If I should mention Kwamena, we will have so many Kwamena here. But we will not be able to identify which Francis is which Francis. Because we may have Francis in Germany, Francis in the UK, Francis in the US. They are all Francis. Which of them are coming from Ghana? So our names also really have an impact on the way we think and how we can come up with whatever we have to do. So I'm not saying that the names your parents have given you are bad, but I'm only trying to let you understand how we can align ourselves to uproot the Ghanaians in ourselves. So that if you mention your name anywhere, everybody gets to know that this guy or this lady is from Ghana. Then we are able to identify ourselves. There's this movie written by Mr. Kwamena, which was entitled Heritage Africa. And in that movie, the hero was called Akwesi Ata Musomfi. And then he went to school abroad. And then when he went there, they couldn't pronounce his name, so he decided to change his name. And then instead of the Quincy, it's called Quincy. My name is Quincy Ata Musomfield. Meanwhile, it's called Asa. It's called what? Akwesi Ata Musomfi. After that, our friend Quincy Ata Musomfield. That's how we do. We tend to want to change our identity to suit those that we want to meet. I am telling you that it is important that we identify our culture, and that will also resonate in the Ghanaians in ourselves. Let's also look at geopolitics and then the Ghanaian. And this the third point I want to pick up. It is important that in as much as we appreciate social media, we appreciate all the things that are coming up to help us behave in a better way that we do, let's always take the advantages of those areas and then use it to better our lives. One of the speakers was talking about the way we use social media to insult leaders. Until you are in the shoes of leaders, you never know what they go through. As I listened to all the issues that you were discussing, I said, oh, this one I'm not going to comment. The former Minister of Education is here. She will talk about it, so I'm not going to comment about it. But it was something for us to think about. But in effect, these are the things that are worrying you, and as leaders, these are the things that we need to also be addressing. It's not that we don't know, we do. But the point is that in as much as you want it as soon as practicable to be done, we may not be feeling it in that context that you appreciate it should be. And that is where you must manage your emotions and not go onto social media to insult your leaders. Today I'm the leader, you insult me. You've done it on social media. Remember, everything you put on social media is permanent. You can never take it out. So some years to come, when you're also aspiring to become a leader, somebody will bring it up and say to you, remember, when you're insulting some leaders, today you want to be a leader, it cannot happen. That's why they're always venting, so that anything you've done in the past will be brought to bear for us to know whether or not you are a good citizen. I'm also going to talk about child development, which is going to be the last part. And here I think it is important that we also look at the construction industry in Ghana. When you go to the States or some parts of the UK, most of the buildings don't have walls around their respective houses or homes. You just walk in anyhow. Ghana, everybody's safeguarding their homes. And now we have moved from the extended family system to the nuclear family system. That wasn't how we were raised. That wasn't the Ghanaian that we knew. A Ghanaian living in a community could always punish a child who is misbehaving, whether or not they are their children. Now we don't do it anymore. Even in our schools, now you cannot even discipline a student. I remember when we were in secondary school, if you mess up, the head teacher will give you strokes. 9 strokes of lashes. When you go back to the dormitory, you say, yes, today I really get something. You know, you will not misbehave. This time around, that is not there. I think we should revisit our educational curriculum as one of the participants mentioned. Discipline is vital in shaping the way we need to grow up. Because I remember when I was growing up and I was playing football, my mom would say, come in the man go ball. Meanwhile, I've arranged to go and play a match with some people. Because I have to go and score. And now my mom says I shouldn't go and score. I was building a talent. My mom didn't see that talent in me, thinking football is for people who are nobodies. Now look at the people who are nobodies. The money they are taking, I don't even take a quarter. So it means that that talent we have in ourselves, we must also push it in a way that this extended family system can help us shape it. So you can go and play football, and you go and do it at the right time and come out at the right time, as they anticipate that we should do. But we were so happy we were playing football. After that, we went and sit and play and talk and talk and talk. And someone will see you and go and tell your mom or your dad, you know, they'll come nuts and panel. When you come, that person going to report will give you some knocks. And when you go home, you get a top up. A top up from your parents to make you sure that. So I think that we can rediscover that emotionally intelligent Ghanaian when indeed the community all comes together to push for their development. And finally, communal labor. Communal labor, because I remember in the villages they come together to clean the community. Even in towns, they used to do that. I remember His Excellency John Dramani Mahama was emphatic on that every month we should come out and clean our environment. How many times do we do so lately? We are youth, we walk past that. There's a rubbish there, a bin there, instead of you to put it in, you just put it on the floor. Now, the wind will blow it, gets into the gutter is choked, it rains, and there's flood. Then you blame the president. Then you blame the MC. Then you blame your teachers. Please, we need, it is not in the Bible, but it is said that cleanliness is next to what? Godliness. So for us to be able to appreciate ourselves and develop ourselves better, let's be very patriotic. Let's put communal labor initiatives into our minds and try to help Ghana to be a better place for all of us to appreciate. As I take my seat, I want to thank you all for making time to come and listen to us and to make sure that what program is going on well. And as I take my last final word, may the good Lord continue to bless us, give us wisdom, give us love, and make us better people to love them. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Raga, for this inspirational message. At this juncture, I want you to take in some deep breath, because